Hi, this is probably my favourite video that I've ever made because we'll talk about two of my favourite things. We're talking about gadgets. I love smart gadgets. And then we'll talk about how they can actually help people, how they can make a difference to people's lives. So watch this video all the way to the end to find out my top pick on gadgets I would use to help my gran live alone in a house for longer. Alexa, turn off lights. Now I love my gadgets, but I am choosy. I don't just choose any old gadget. I make sure I've researched it first and I actually need it. Now when I say I need it, I mean, will it actually make my life better? Will it actually help me solve a problem? Such as, how can I turn the lights on without using a switch? Now this has got me thinking about actually how smart gadgets can actually help make life easier for our senior citizens, and how it can actually help people live a little bit more independently and stay in their own homes for a bit longer without the actual need of any outside care. First up is a smart speaker, a virtual assistant. There are many different types and it all depends on your needs and also your bank balance about what your preference is. My preference is an Alexa voice activated virtual assistant, rather than the Apple Siri one, you know, the HomeKit one, which I can't believe I'm actually saying because I actually really love Apple products, but I believe that Alexa works with many other smart gadgets a lot easier than Apple's HomeKit does. Now Alexa is stored on many different smart speakers. We've got the new Alexa Flex, which is like a very small plug that you can use in hallways and bathrooms and the kitchen as well. And you can have a motion sensor on it or even a light attached so it can give people like a pathway at night time. We've got the Alexa Dot or the Alexa Show. It all depends really what it is that you want your virtual assistant to do for you. If it's just a speaker, you want someone to talk to you, that's great. Or if you want to use it as kind of a camera, so as a FaceTime, like the Apple FaceTime or a video call with somebody, then the Alexa Show is quite good. Or the Echo Show is quite good, because what that will do would be you can see the other person there, they can see you. So if it's someone for your grandparent or family friend, you can use it as a security camera as well, because with their permission you can actually drop in. So you can ask Alexa to drop in at a named person and you can actually see what they are doing. But they're great because it can give you advice on recipes, it can set timers, it can tell you the news, and most importantly, it's going to link you with all the smart devices that I'm going to be able to talk about later on in this video, because smart devices are great when they can be voice controlled or motion controlled as well. So Alexa, I love because they will share lots of interesting facts with you, they'll answer questions, give you weather updates, check traffic, share lyrics, plus a lot more, as well as looking at loads of different things. And it allows someone that maybe is quite lonely to be able to talk to somebody during the day. And it's not just that 3 o'clock phone call that you might make to your seniors, that you might make to them that they're waiting for. They've got someone they can talk to all the time. So that's why I quite like a virtual assistant. I am looking forward to the day though when virtual assistants can be like a robot, can actually be an actual person in the house, but not just yet though. The next thing I found quite helpful in my home would be a smart thermostat. And especially in this current day and age when energy prices are going through the roof, a smart thermostat can actually help save you a lot of money. Now you can control it with your voice, which I do. But Alexa, set heating to 30 degrees.
The heat's set to 30.
You can also control it with your phone remotely. So if you're leaving work, you can then set the temperature to be on or the heating to be on when you get home. And it learns from your behaviour. Now that's great for me, for someone that's going in and out of the house all the time, as in it can learn when I'm out for work and when I'm back in. But if you have a routine that's never the same, it can also turn itself off and on by your location of your phone. So it'll recognise when you've left and it will turn the heating off, which will again save you a lot of money, which is fantastic in this current climate. And also you can program it in, so let's say maybe you're coming home from work earlier than expected or later than expected, you can turn the heating on or off depending on those times. Now you don't need to control it from your phone, you can also control it like a normal thermostat. You can just turn it up manually yourself, which is great. Or you can also set timers on there as well, as we mentioned. So you don't need to be tech savvy to be able to use a Nest thermostat. or any other smart thermostat out there. But I think it's a great thing to be able to use to save money. And if you're using it for an elderly person, you're helping care for them, from a distance, you can manage their energy and making sure they're actually warm enough, turn the heating on, turn it off for them. Now the Nest is the one I kind of recommend because I know it, but the reason why is because it connects with all the other ecosystem things that I've bought. So I've got like the Nest smoke alarms, smoke carbon monoxide alarms, and also Nest cameras. But the cameras are really good. It's good to have cameras around the house so you can keep maybe an eye on somebody. I personally used to keep an eye on my pets to make sure they're okay, not getting up to mischief. But also, I would use them for my gran, so if she got into difficult, I could check where she was. They also do have a doorbell, which I didn't actually buy into at that time, just because they're only quite new out. But the good thing about the Nest ecosystem is that if the smoke alarm goes off, detects as a fire, it will shut off the boiler, which means my energy will be shut off. And also it'll turn the cameras on for me and notify me on my phone so I can see where the issue is. So them all linked together works really, really well. Now light bulbs. There's so many different types of smart light bulbs out there. Even IKEA have got their own brand now as well. But I suppose the most popular one will be the Philips Hue light bulbs. And I think the best thing about them is actually the Bluetooth, so you don't need a hub to be able to connect them to. And you can connect them to Alexa or Google Home, or as well, you can actually connect these ones to the Apple Home Kit. And again, you can set up routines for them. So you could set up Alexa to turn the lights on when you come home, or as soon as you say, Alexa, I'm home, the lights will come on, or bedtime lights, or turn off the lights in the bedroom. Whatever the command is, they'll all work with your voice, which is great if you're carrying those shopping bags in, or if you're lying in bed and you don't want to get up, or if you're lying in bed and you need to get up in the middle of the night and you want to go to the toilet, you can ask Alexa to turn the lights on for you so you don't fall over. The other good thing you can do is you can link them up with a motion sensor. So let's say you are walking down a hallway, you can get the motion sensor to notice you're going past, and then it will turn the lights on automatically for you, which means that if you're kind of sleepwalking, not quite with it, you're not going to fall over and hurt yourself. Now, if you do want to get the Philips sensors, the motion sensor to work with the bulbs, you do actually need the hub in that case. Now let's go to those doorbells. As I said, I've got one from quite a few years ago. It's a Ring doorbell. I've kind of upgraded and stayed with them. And I love it. It's brilliant. But whatever doorbell you go for, they're all near enough the same now. They do motion detection, so it'll let you know if there's somebody outside before they even approach to you. You ring the doorbell and it comes through to your phone. Now doorbells, what I really love about them is you don't actually need to open the door to unwanted visitors. You can actually speak to them through a phone, through the Alexa Show, through an iPad, whatever that device you're using, it will come up as a notification on there. You can look and you can see who's there and you can communicate with them. Now that's great for me because I can ask the postman to leave things next door behind a plant pot, but it's also great as a security. I can look who it is and go, no, I don't really want to answer the door right now, I don't know who you are, and I can just say, I'm too busy to come to the door. It also will notify you if someone's maybe snooping around the front of the house. You've got a notification about the motion there. And it can also link to the lights in the house and turn lights on for you, which is also great. The other good device I love is my Apple smartwatch. I did tell you I like my Apple things, but it has appeared into my top list somewhere. The watch, I think it's an Apple Watch 5 or above, is great because what this will do will be detect if I've fallen, which I think is amazing. So if I've been standing up and all of a sudden hit the floor and I'm still for a short period of time and I've set up all my emergency contacts on there, it will call the emergency responders. So in England it'd be 999, and then it will alert my next of kin, all the people that I've set up to say where I am and I've had a fall. Now I did try and persuade my gran to have one. She wasn't having any of it. She wouldn't even wear the alarm around her neck. But I do think when I get to that age, or even now when I live by myself, it is great to be able to alert somebody that actually you've fallen and you need help, but you can't get up. As well as that, the Apple smartwatch does loads more things. Of course, with an Apple Watch, you need to actually have the Apple iPhone as well for them to work together and call those emergency contacts. But it's a great tool, that fall detection, that I think the Apple 5 and above actually has. We have lots more useful information in there for our own health as well though. Now, next gadget would be a smart lock, because every now and then we sometimes forget, do we actually lock our door? And with a smart lock, it's quite good because you can actually check the status of your door, whether it's locked actually. Now, a smart lock is especially helpful if you're worried about a loved one, maybe who tends to wander around at night time or during the day, or if you just want to make sure that you actually have locked the door and your house is locked up for the night. And a smart lock is especially or equally handy if the person maybe forgets their keys, you've got a smart lock to be able to get in, or maybe you're expecting family and friends, neighbours, maybe you're renting out a room, caregivers, delivery people, any other service provider. They'll be able to get access to the home without having to give out multiple keys, which could of course get lost. Now, although many smart locks also offer a keypad option, I wouldn't recommend these to anyone with maybe memory problems such as dementia or Alzheimer's, but there are many different options around. So there we have it, lots of smart devices. They are designed to make my life easier, but also to keep me safe. There are many other devices out there that I haven't covered, such as, I have robo-modes, music that you might want to play. There's loads of things, but those are kind of the top things that I would invest for my gran to make sure that she is safe in her home. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button to our channel and then a notification bell.